The recording started before I pressed record. I know exactly how that sounds. Like I made a mistake. Like I forgot. Like I'm mixing things up. But I'm not, because I remember the moment clearly. I was sitting right there, in front of my desk. Camera off, screen dark. Nothing running. I hadn't even touched the keyboard yet. And still, when I checked the folder later, there was already a file waiting for me. Not created seconds after. Not saved automatically. It was already there, like it had been recorded, before I even decided to record anything. At first I thought it was an old file, something left behind. So I checked the name. It followed my exact naming pattern, the same format I always use. Same structure, same style. But I didn't create it. I would have remembered. Then I checked the timestamp. And that's when things stopped making sense. The file was created at a time I wasn't even in the room. Not earlier that day. Earlier than that. At a time when the camera wasn't even plugged in. I checked the power logs. No activity, no input, nothing. The system had been completely idle. Which meant one thing. That file should not exist. But it did. And it wasn't corrupted. No glitches, no missing data. Everything about it was clean. Perfect. Like it had been intentionally placed there. I didn't want to open it. But curiosity always wins. So I did. The footage starts in my room. Same angle. Same placement. Camera on the shelf. Tilted slightly downward. Exactly how I always set it. Everything looked normal. Too normal. The lighting was correct. The desk was where it should be. The door behind it was closed, and the chair was empty. I wasn't there. The room was completely still. No movement, no sound. Just a quiet, empty frame. I watched for a few seconds. Nothing happened. I almost closed the video. But something felt wrong. Not obvious, not dramatic. Precise. The angle. It was slightly off. Barely noticeable. But enough. Like someone had touched the camera, moved it, and tried to put it back exactly how it was. But didn't get it perfect. That bothered me. Because if the camera moved, someone had been in the room, without me knowing. I kept watching. Still nothing. Just the empty room. Then the screen flickered. Not like a glitch. More like a blink. And suddenly, I was in the room, sitting in the chair, facing away from the camera, completely still. I froze, because I don't remember that. I don't remember ever recording myself like that. I leaned closer, trying to see my own face, but I couldn't. The angle was wrong. The lighting didn't reach. All I could see was the back of my head, and my shoulders, not moving, not breathing. Just there. I paused the video, rewound it, played it again, same thing, Same moment, same still version of me. And then, the figure in the chair moved. Slowly. Not naturally. Not like someone adjusting. More like something learning how to move. My head tilted slightly, then stopped. And I felt something I can't really explain, because the movement didn't belong to me. I kept watching. The figure, me, didn't turn around. Didn't stand up, didn't leave. It just sat there for a long time. Then the door behind it opened. No sound. No handle movement, just opened. And something stepped in. I couldn't see it clearly. It stayed in the dark. Behind me, or behind the version of me in the video. But I could tell it was there. Because the shadow changed. The light shifted. Something was blocking it. I tried to pause again. But this time, the video didn't stop. The controls were still there. But nothing responded. The footage kept playing. And the thing behind me moved closer. Slowly. Like it wasn't in a hurry. Like it knew it had time. I wanted to look away, but I couldn't. Because I needed to see what would happen. The figure in the chair still hadn't turned, still hadn't reacted. Like it didn't know something was behind it. Or, worse, like it was waiting. Then, it started to turn, very slowly. Not all the way, just enough. And I swear, it wasn't turning toward the door. It was turning toward the camera, toward me. I closed the file immediately. I didn't want to see the rest. I didn't need to. Because I already knew something was wrong. I checked the folder again. The file was still there. Same name. Same timestamp. Nothing changed. But something felt different. Like I had already seen too much. I shut down the computer. Sat there for a while. Tried to convince myself it was nothing. A glitch. A corrupted recording. Something explainable. But then, I remembered something. Something small. Something I didn't notice before. The angle. That slight difference. The camera wasn't just moved. It was adjusted. Deliberately. To capture something specific. Not the room. Not the door. Not even the chair. But the space behind it. Where something could stand, without being fully visible. Unless you were watching from the right perspective. And then it hit me. The recording didn't start before I pressed record. That's not what happened. It started when something else decided it should. And whatever that thing was, it didn't want to be seen. It wanted to be watched. There's a difference, because being seen means you exist. But being watched means you're aware. And the worst part is, I don't know when it stopped, or if it ever did. Because now, every time I sit in that chair, I can't shake the feeling that something is already behind me, waiting for me to press record